Alright, so today's video we're watching a Silver 3 support on PC. Gonna be playing some Juno on Circuit Royale. They say hello or hi. I've been stuck around Silver 3 to 1 for a while now and felt like I haven't had the ability to impact my games I'm in. I normally main Baptiste, however, I felt with the addition of Juno, I've been able to do a little bit more and games aren't as much of a coin flip. This particular game was a roller coaster. We started off with a terrible defense after which people began complaining in voice. We talked before our attack and came to the conclusion that we were focusing too much damage on the tank and we needed more pressure on the enemy DPS and supports. After banding together in voice, we were stopped a bit at the start of an attack. We made it to the end and forced a second attack, albeit with less time than the other team. There was definitely some misplays. Look out for the enemy sombra on the second attack. And I felt at times our tank was a bit too aggressive, but after a shaky start, I think our team played well for the rest of the game. Thank you for considering my replay, and please let me know if you think there's anything I can improve on. All right, sounds good. Let's see. It's a very interesting start for your team. And I love the setup your team has. It's like everybody's in a spot to get 1v1'd and kind of all in the same angle, but not. You're over here, and then your Ryan is just standing still on the... This is like... certainly a setup. Is basically what I'd go with. I just want to show that part. Like, this is a setup. Yeah, I was going to say, now you have to move up a little bit. There you go. All right. So far, you know, everybody's chilling, it seems like. Remember to use your speed ring to help your teammates disengage or engage. What that means is if they attack your team, use your speed ring. If they're attacking you, use your speed ring. The reason being is because you get the benefit from the speed ring regardless, so you can go in and your teammates can also benefit from that speed boost. So don't be afraid to use that. Like right here would be a great opportunity to use your speed ring. And the reason being is you want to get your teammates out. You haven't even touched that ability yet already. There it is. But it might have been a little bit too late because your Ryan charged in rather than out, so we'll see. But definitely use that a little bit more, right? Because it's silver. Here we go. Speed ring out again. Throw the speed ring. Throw the speed ring. Okay. Well, you know, honestly, I don't think there's any saving your Reinhardt's playstyle there with that speed ring anyway, so... Although at the same time, there could be the argument that if you do speed ring, they might feel more inclined to back up, but at a certain point, they don't know if they can back up. Oh, that's a big slam in the back line. I don't even want to know what's going on there. You're doing the right idea, though. Pushing in. Yeah, that was going to be a risk reward. Well, one little thing in those 1v1s, and I know you didn't have a ton of time, but remember that you also have the advantage of the support passive kicking in much quicker than the other heroes. So if you need like an extra second or two to like heal up, their Sojourn's going to eventually recognize that, and if they don't, you're going to get a free kill. So don't be afraid to be a little bit patient in that 1v1. It's not a big deal. You still might have been killed from your side, but yeah, you know. That was an interesting sequence of events. I think the confusing part to me is how the Kiriko died to that. Don't be afraid to... Yeah, you can't help that. Just wait it out. Yeah, you know what this is? Your team is just on a different page so far. You have a Reinhardt who wants to play aggressive. You have two DPS players who want to take the same angle. You are, you know, not using the kit to the full potential. And I probably mentioned the Ryan already, but once again, your Ryan is just pushed up in their spawn at different angles. Oh, that's a Kitsune, okay. Guess you're going in. Don't be afraid to speed ring this too to really just get everything wild. You know? You know, actually, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but definitely speed ring now. Help your team get in there. More speed rings, please. More speed rings, please. Ooh, this is going to be a good right click. Yes. Feels good. Speed ring. Remember, your Reinhardt would benefit greatly from the speed boost, so would your Soldier. All right. I want to see that speed ring used a little bit more than we're seeing it so far. Also, for anybody wondering why D.Va is so strong right now on top of, like, you know, the damage, it's the speed ring. D.Va benefits greatly from speed rings, so if you're a Juno and you have a D.Va in your game, throw speed rings at them or tell them you're going to do speed rings and they'll get a bunch of kills. It'll be great. You'll have a good time with it. You'll see. Okay, I'm sorry, but... Didn't we just see this play happen? I swear we just saw this exact same thing just happen. How did the Kiriko die again to that? That ult is so obvious that, like, no one should die to that D.Va ult. That's the confusing part to me. Like, I'm curious. It was the exact same spot. Watch the diva. The diva does not care. They're like, I'm going in. I'm out. I don't care. Like, how does, like, if I ulted like that, let me see this. Does the Kiriko not have cooldowns? Oh, they have cleanse. Okay, so that's not an issue. So what? Where's the Mei at? The Mei one's kind of, this one's unlucky for Mei, I think. No, it's not at all. Mei ran right back into it. Okay, so I heard the Kiriko cleanse. Where do they cleanse at? Sorry, now I'm just curious. I heard the cleanse from Kiriko. Now I want to see where they cleanse. Do you know what it was? They wall climbed. As long as the Kiriko just hid right here, they were fine, but then the Kiriko wall climbed up to say hi to the diva ult. The cleanse one of the cleanse, like, they didn't even need the cleanse. That's what happened, though. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to see that sequence. Nice shot. Oh, big slam alert. Okay, you speed ranked, you missed it, but at least you used it. It benefits you at that point. That diva has a play style. Now, you have speed ring in 3 seconds. So you know what we're going to do? Not charge in his Rhine. Okay, never mind. Well, I had a plan. That went out the window. Okay. Well, that's what I was laughing about.
I will succeed.
Yeah, your Rhine does play really aggro. I think what you need to do is I want you to start speed ringing and just be aggressive. Because like if your Rhine keeps doing that on this defense specifically, you're gonna get rolled. Like you need to like if you play passive, you're gonna end up just like getting grinded and then like they're basically gonna grind you down and you're just gonna lose. Also, don't be afraid to use your ultimate here. There you go. Perfect. You get the idea? There you go, going for some nice shots. Nice shot. Speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring. I want you to speed ring because like it's gonna give you the benefit of both you and your team. Like I want you to, okay, so I want you to think of it like this way. I want you to think of it like this way. Because maybe this is a better way to approach it. If you were playing Lucio right now, for example, let's just say you're on Lucio, okay? And as Lucio, you were like, okay, I'm going to not speed boost my in when the team goes in, right? We'd watch that and go, why aren't you speed boosted? Right? We'd be like, why are you trying to heal boost your Rhine being aggressive? You would want to speed boost in, right, to benefit your team. So the point I'm making here is, think of it as like the same way as you would play Lucio, if that's the case, of like, okay, if we're playing aggro, I need to also be at that same pace. Let me speed ring them in, or at the very least, give them a speed ring there as an option to get out, rather than just sit there and never use it. And I think that's why, like, I want to keep, like, pointing out to you that your speed ring usage hasn't been good, because basically you're doing the equivalent of not speed boosting as Lucio. Which we talk about all the time, is that Lucio would be really strong to, like, consistently speed boost. So, I hope that can be a little bit more of a helpful way to understand that, on how you should play it. But speed ring is very important. It is just so good. And it's pretty forgiving, too. Like, if your teammates are within a certain range, you get the benefit from it no matter what. So, like, what I mean by you get the benefit no matter what is that when you hit the button for speed ring, it gives you the speed ring bonus no matter where your speed ring goes. Let's see how your attack goes. You did say you had some communication, so your teammates started to work together a little bit, which we like to see. So let's see how it goes here. Uh-oh. Okay. Not bad. There you go. There it is. Yes. Speed ring has been used. I'm happy to see it. That's what I'm talking about. Finally used. There we go. Okay. Now we stand still here. Not ideal. Remember, early poke damage on other heroes gets cooldowns out. Okay? What in the world is happening right here? This is a sequence of events. Nice sleep. Like, you want to be able to get aggressive in on them rather than just stand there and give them map control. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, I won't get the kill. It's not even about getting the kill. If you make, let's say their Bastion has the turret form, because you go in and you play a little bit more aggressive. That is a win in itself. They won't have that now when you get closer to the point, but if you just let them sit there and wait, they're gonna have all their cooldowns and it's gonna be a struggle. So thankfully the other team did get rolled. You're not looking at your other teammates in front of you, so hopefully everything's fine. Alright, yep. That was bound to happen. Your teammates were already low to begin with, so if you didn't turn around and heal them at any point, that was gonna happen. Try not to tunnel vision too much in the Sombra. Alright, we're doing the stand on cart, doing nothing strategy. Get up there. Okay, I gotta pause. I need to show people what I mean. If you're playing the game and you're retaking, what is gonna be an easier retake for you? Going out here and having all this space and room? Or having people set up here and they're stuck here, right? Take advantage of these chokes. Take advantage of where these players have to come out of here and make a play off of that. Standing on the cart is not gonna give you the value that you would want. As in, like, 3 on cart will get it to about here, and then 1 on cart will get it to about here. The point I'm making, right, or about here, is that you could win the team fight up here, and then the cart will be here, and then you'll have 3 on cart, and then you'll just win, and then even if they do have one more retake, you also have the choke covered. Do you see that? That's why you want to prevent them from doing exactly what you just saw. Like, stop them from running, you know, through these doorways when you have opportunity. Don't just stand on the cart and just wait for something to happen. Now, win or lose, I still think you're going to be in a better spot if you're up there. Nice speed ring. I like it. Your Ryan just stood there. It's interesting styles. Use your ultimate. I like this because your teammates can now kind of move in safely. Once again, though, I still think I would have liked to see your team push up more aggressively because that team now has free reign in front of you, and it's not going as well as you would have liked it to go. Well, I guess it is now that you hit such a good shot there. Back away. Nice speed ring. That helps you get out and helps your Ryan go in. It's a win-win. Heal your teammate, though. Heal your Ryan. Heal your Ryan. Okay, tunnel vision again. All right, I know that you can do damage as Juno, but your Reinhardt could have greatly benefited you from healing them. At no point did you turn to save your Ryan here. Instead, you just look forward to do damage. And now you're Sombra EMP'd, and you're probably going to lose that team fight. Heal your Ryan. Okay? Oh, that's a tough one. I've had that happen, too. That's just like you getting rolled. You just notice this map's a racetrack? I mean, it's... Honestly...
Almost a year.
I know it's a racetrack because I've been playing it for so long, but I can see where, like, you would just forget it is, because, like, you don't... Sometimes, like, players don't pay attention to the map surroundings that much. So you don't recognize, like the map itself or, like, all the stuff. I get that. I mean, you know, everybody plays the maps a little bit differently. Okay, regroup. Minimize how much poke damage you take. You have doorways in front of you. Right? So you don't have to take his angle. All right, never mind. Your Ryan's already in. Now ready, set. Heal your on and then speed ring. Speed ring. Help your team get to where they need to go to. Speed ring. Let's use that speed ring now. All right, let's get that speed ring going. There you go. Much better. You wanted to use that even sooner. Don't, like, make your teammates have to battle their way to get there. The same way you would play Lucio. You would speed boost your teammates across, right? Yeah, just get away. No. Okay. So, here's what you need to do here. Because, are you ready? I want to show you what you need to do here. Rather than fly away from the Sombra and go, oh, I'm going to run away, fly into and with your team. Do you see the problem that you're doing right now? Your reaction to the Sombra is, okay, I'm really fast and I have all these cool abilities. Let me just go away from my teammates and then stay in a 1v1. Just, like, speed ring up, fly around, get into your team, move around, go, like, towards your team, not away from your team. This is how you can constantly get killed by a Sombra, is if you constantly disengage from your team. And that's what you're doing. So stay with them. Fly into them. You have the mobility on Juno to do that. You're going to have a much better time. And then you did it too late. You end up running around in circles, and now your whole team's dead. Those team fights can go a lot differently if your reaction is to go with your team, because they might even help you at that point. And I'm not even saying they'll do it on purpose. They might accidentally help you, but it's better than nobody helping you because you're running away from everybody. At least that's how I'm seeing the play so far.
Stand behind me, friends.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Oh, huge EMP. That's what I'm talking about right there. I want you to speed ring in 2 seconds. I know you already won the team fight. Just speed ring in. Speed ring. Get all these kills. Let your teammates get up there. All right, well, anyway, well, that one. Remember, hold the choke. Ult. Good ult. Very good ult usage, by the way. Now, do you notice how difficult it is? And I want to point out. I'm going to pause. Okay? Do you notice how difficult it was for the other team to push in? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is why I wanted your team to push up from the get-go, because that retake right here is so difficult for the other team that if you just let them walk out for free, that your team ended up wasting about like 2 minutes because of that, because you just didn't push up and try to deny that choke. It's very, very important to do that. So just try to remember that going forward. You're not going to get every team, especially in silver, to push up with you and do that. But if you can get even one team to do that, that can increase your chances of winning one more game, and that might be the make or break between climbing or not, right? Like being able to find that one extra win you need to be a little bit above that win rate to climb. And a lot of that can happen, so. All right. Okay. Your Ryan has a... Okay, so what I think happened also is I think you took away some... You said there was a discussion with your team. It's okay for your Ryan to still be aggressive. I think the discussion that your team had was, Ryan, you're playing too aggro. And then now the Ryan is taking it very literal and is not playing as aggro anymore. So, like, let that Ryan be aggressive just on the right timings. It's more about finding the right timings. As I say that, yeah, I can see it too. Look at the discussion, while it worked, this is what the Ryan does now. So, like, try to help them find that middle ground. It's like, okay, now that you've settled, you can be a little bit more aggressive. You can be a little bit more aggressive than standing on the cart. Like, we just don't want you to push in 80 meters past the wall type of situation, right? Like, finding that good middle ground. Yeah, pinging's also very important, I agree. Oop. Your Ryan might just be dead there. Depends. Good nano by your Ana. Now help your Ryan. Kind of actually, I like the idea of you healing your teammates there so they can get the free heals. Nice. Good speed ring. Yeah, the Ryan. Y'all told the Ryan not to play aggro, and the Ryan took it literal. I can see it happening. Good job taking the point, though. Good job taking the point. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's see how your attack goes again. Hopefully a much better attack. Just didn't give you notification. That's okay. It happens sometimes. It's usually whenever I take a day off where, like, it won't give you a notification. I don't know why. It's only when like I say I streamed like 10 days in a row, it would constantly give it to you. The moment I take one day off, it's like, yeah, no notification for you. Sorry. That's just a rough start there. Rough start. Happens. Moira does have a pretty long right click range. Yep. There you go. Like, that right there by your Ryan is what I mean by, like, good aggression. Like, I like that. Not overdoing it, but, like, pushing up to, like, take space. I like that. That's a good way to go about it. Right? Okay.
Our time is up. Push now.
I'm ready. Good speed ring. Oh wait, good speed ring there. Good job. Heal the Bastion, not shoot the Reaper. Heal the Bastion. Heal the Bastion. In that situation, I want you to heal the Bastion, not shoot the Reaper. If your Bastion stays at full HP for a while, you'll be fine. But keep this in mind, eventually the Reaper's gonna run out of ammo, or take too much damage, and it's gonna force the cooldown. Okay. There you go. Not bad. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, I'm ready. Huge. Huge EMP. And your team's being more aggro now. This is what I like to see. Denying the space. I know you're afraid of, like, the people not, like, getting off the cart. I get that. So I'm okay with you being here. I would have preferred if you were up there with your team. But, like, I get it in the sense that I do this too, where I just don't trust my teammates to get off the point, so I stay on the point. So what you want to do next here, by the way, not only is your team doing well, you also have a lot of ultimates. So I want you to actually... I want you to use your ultimate aggressively if the other team doesn't just keep running in one by one. So the moment you even see, like, one, maybe two of them, just hit the button and go in there, all right? Hit the button and go in there, all right? Also, I'm going to pause. Chat saying there's some ads. I got you. All right, so remember, use your ultimate aggressively here. Willy Wonka, thanks for the tier 1 for 10 months. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is fine. I'm going to be honest with you. Chat, I don't think I can really be too, like, aggressive on that play right there. I actually think that that's just like one of those unlucky, I have no idea if the cart's going to help me survive that one type of situations. I feel like sometimes it's just super unlucky with that.
Have to go back out there.
Initiating.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's just like one of those, how, it's just the timing of where the cart's at an angle. I will say, and I don't know if they'll ever go through and, like, fix it, but doesn't it feel like sometimes they want you to, like, they want you to talk about, like, cover, but some of the payloads are very inconsistent with how they are. So, like, some payloads you can hide behind completely, and other payloads, they just, like, pepper your feet underneath. And, like, so there's definitely, I think because each cart's different, you're, like, the way that you react to each cart just feels, like, it feels like it should be the same interaction, but it's not based off of the cart. And I think maybe, like, one day they could go through and fix that, or just, like, maybe I could, you know, maybe add it to the list of videos I could do to, like, show people. Actually, it's kind of a good idea. Maybe do, like, a short on, like, this is what you should do with these carts and how they play. Because some carts you get absolutely annihilated like that, and it never really was. I don't remember it being too much of a thing in Overwatch 1 with that one, but I could be wrong. It feels like in this one there's more opportunity to shoot under the payload more than anything else, but I also could be wrong. We'll see. Anyway, let's see anyone. Cart tier list. Yeah, true. Remember, speedring's your friend here, so use speedring whenever you find opportunity. I'd rather you overuse your speedring right now than underuse it, okay? Here we go. The watching? Okay, you speed ring. I mean, I get the idea. Yeah, have your Ryan back up. I like that your Ryan has started to play a little bit more aggro, but, like, not like before. Just remember, just keep healing your team here. I know you saw the Sombra. Don't worry about anything else right now for a second. Speed ring out. Speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring. Nice. Much better. Last time we didn't see you use it at all. Use your flight. If they kill you, they kill you. That's okay, though. That right there was a much better sequence than last time, so I'm very happy to see that sequence, because I feel like you definitely played that better, for sure. Did the Sombra TP'd off? Did they? I'm sorry, I missed that part. I wasn't looking. Is it, like, around here? Okay, I love that. That's great. That's great. Listen, it happens. We've all been there, okay? Sometimes you just fall off the map, or you throw a translocator off the map. One of the two happens, okay? Alright, you wait. Ult's coming up. Don't be afraid to use your ultimate again. I want to see you get in the habit of being, like, aggressive with it, but at this point, it's okay because you got 2 kills. But if you need to win the team fight, just use it. I guess in theory, because it's overtime, you can play a little bit safer. You want to save it for, like, last second, so maybe, like, I would counter. Nope. Don't use it anymore. Now you don't use it. This is where, like, if you have to wonder if you use your ult or not, maybe. Nope, now we're back again. So it's definitely one of those. Okay, your team won that, but that was. I always love when I have, like, all these time-ins where I'm like, okay, use your ultimate. Use your ultimate. And then, like, you don't use it, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? You end up making a good choice. It ended up being, like, you know, one of those situations where, okay, you know what? It worked out. You didn't hit the button. Like, it's all good. Perfect, okay? And then that's when, out of all the opportunities, you decide to use your ultimate. So the reason why I wanted to use it before is because when you're in a team fight that's, like, very 50-50 and you don't know what way is going to go, I find that even if it's overtime there, you're going to be only using your ultimate, so it can make the other team make a lot of bad plays, right? So that's why I wanted your time. And then you got the kills, and then you won the team fight, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. You won the team fight. Now you can have it for the last team fight. Then you hit your button, and I go, huh? And then your teammate's EMP, and I'm like, huh? Now, granted, based off of what we're seeing, I think you're going to be fine. But it's still like the idea of like, get out of the habit of doing that, because if you do that in a game that you don't win those team fights or you need those ultimates, then it's a different story. It all worked out. There ended up being enough time off the clock and your team won. So I'm okay with that. I just wanted to see a much better timed Juno ultimate out of you. So good job though, like bringing that back, winning the game. Like I thought that was like super important. Y'all played that very well. I do in the future want to see you be a little bit more, like I said, your speed rings need to be way more aggressive. You're not using them enough. I think sometimes you tunnel vision too hard on, like, let's say the sombra in the back line. You know, use your mobility and your ability to get out really quickly rather than trying to 1v1 them while your tank is dying. There was many times when you kind of turned around and let your teammates die because you were so worried about someone behind you, when in reality you can push in with your team. Dictate the pace, and like a lot of times you can win the games. You said that you were kind of struggling to climb in like games as BAP. While BAP is really good, on Juno, you're more going to enable your team with like your speed boost and your ability to like help them constantly be aggressive. So start playing like that on Juno, and I think you'll see a steady climb. Like I can tell you that you can do it, but I need to see that. And also better ult time. And I think your ult decisions at time were good, and at other times they were bad. We did mention both of those scenarios, so kind of learn from the good ones, and then, you know, try to minimize how much you do the bad ones. And you'll be in a much better spot. You got this. You got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That is where you do that. If you want to, we also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch tab below the webcam. Also stream on YouTube, so stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day /night.